any old city.
Not reading any more signs of network disturbance. What happened in there? Are you okay? I don't know what happened. I thought I'd lost you.
Please tell me again where we are going.
I found a letter from the Prince Consort among Lucy Thorne's research, marked with the same insignia as your key, dated 1847.
1847.
The same year the Prince began renovations to Buckingham Palace.
You think he added a vault for the shroud?
And since there is no map of the palace with a room marked Secret Vault...
Your Highness, may I present Miss Evie Frye. Miss Frye, Maharaja Duleep Singh.
A pleasure, Your Highness.
My friend, the plans you asked for have been removed.
Removed? By whom?
Crawford Starrick, or someone employed by him. Yes, I thought you might recognize the name. I know where they are, but it is heavily guarded.
That part will not be a problem.
I thought not.
We're going to need a plan.
I can provide a distraction for the guards while you find a safe way inside.
Oh. Really?
For you, Evie? Certainly.
Well, once I'm inside, I'll find someone who knows where the papers are stored.
And we will meet back on the train.
Be careful. That's not them.
She's an intruder! Help! There's an intruder! You again! That's the alarm! Where did she go?
What's the plan?
When you give the signal, I'll draw the guards into a fight and then use a smoke bomb to get away.
And I'll take advantage of the confusion. Ready?
Absolutely.
Look out! She's not allowed! What? She...
No.
Crawford Starrick is a fool.
I'll shut your mouth right quick. Looks like there's a fly within I haven't done this
Look over here!
Nothing here. Looks like I have to ask someone where the plans are.
We have a visitor!
I swear, miss, I don't know where they've taken him.
Taken who?
The man, dressed like you. The guards dragged him off.
Henry. The plans you stole, where are they?
I don't know anything about that.
The plans. The mission.
Murderer! Murderer!
Miss Frye! Miss Frye!
You're some of Clara's children.
They took Mr. Henry. We couldn't stop them.
I bit one of them good, though.
They dragged him off in a red carriage.
They won't get far, though. One wheel looked like it was about ready to fall off. You can see the cart tracks. It looks so wobbly-like.
That cart's been run off the road. They must be driving quickly. They're knocking people over, too. And destruction of public property. I must be on the right track. That must be the carriage. Found you. Now to find Henry.
Good beef for body and soul to lift the
I don't know
spirits and make
anything
your
about the
children
carriage,
grow.
but there's been some strange happenings around here today. All kinds of unsavory types wandering around, armed to the teeth. I don't like it.
Found you!
I could have sworn I'd locked this gate. This is supposed to be locked. Bloody urchins opened it again, no doubt.
Doesn't it, Trudeau? This is the end for you! You won't this should finish her! Pressure severely about getting him silver!
Yes, they pulled someone out of that carriage. Dead drunk he was. They carried him into the churchyard. Maybe he wanted a quiet place to sleep it off.
You crook! Yeah! Let me go!
Yeah, I saw them dragging someone out of the carriage after the wheel fell off. They said he'd hit his head. Not sure why they needed to take him to the church, but that's where they went.
I don't know. We knocked him around pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised if it took a while. an assassin. How much more adult can he get? Why did you bring him here? The man's an assassin. We didn't want him getting away before you had a chance to question him now, did we?
He was more secure where he was before. I told you not to come here.
I'll put her down!
Evie, they sent someone to move the architectural plans. Do you have them?
Did they hurt you?
I'm fine.
Let's go.
What about the plans?
Plans are lost. Just concentrate on escaping, please.
Gunman on the rooftop!
There we go. I'll never trouble you again. There's a killer on the loose.
That is a denominator. Took a shot at me once.
What's going on? I see her! I've got to stop now! Eat your eyes!
You're looking sharp now.
Get Miss Nightingale to look at that. I must find the vault before Starrick secures the shroud.
We'll talk to the Maharaja again.
I will talk to the Maharaja. You will get your head looked at.
I'm sorry my capture hasn't done your plans.
You'd be safer on the train.
Even if you find the vault, you can't just walk into Buckingham Palace alone.
I won't be alone! I'll see you back at the train, Mr. Green.
Should be 12. They were delivered just this morning.
Excellent shot. Hope to see you again.
Won't bu-
What could be happening?
How am I supposed to afford these prices, I ask you?
What has happened?
Your brother.
What's he done this time?
The newspapers are all over Twopenny's murder, and if that weren't enough, someone has stolen the currency printing plates. Was that also Jacob's doing?
I doubt it.
Now, no one trusts the bank or England's currency. There will be inflation, riots, manufacturing will jump to America for the cheap labor. In short, Britain is done for.
Jacob, you've really put your foot in it now. What if I smuggle the plates back into the bank?
Well, it would certainly help. Better yet, it would call into question the stories on Twopenny's murder, which would restore confidence in the economy.
That's settled then. Britain lives to see another day.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, would you mind destroying any counterfeit notes you come across so they don't circulate?
Of course.
It really is very good of you to help. Follow me. The counterfeit money is being spent nearby. Well, if you can call it counterfeit. With those printing plates, it's nearly impossible to tell the real notes from the fake ones.
Mr. Aberline.
If this gets out... Well, I've said this already. When people don't trust their currency, and we're already seeing riots...
Mr. Aberline.
I have the utmost faith in you, Miss Frye.
You two, follow me. I don't wish to be robbed on my way to the cart.
The counterfeiters.
They can riot all they like. We won't be giving back those plates.
What difference does it make? It's not like he has any real cash on him.
Since we've got the printing plates, it's all real cash.
Did you hear those crowds? Sounds like all of London is rioting.
Nothing to do with us.
I can't believe Jacob's managed to shatter the entire economy. Father was right. He acts in haste, and repents not at all. Easy, easy. Here now.
Keep your eyes open. Anyone could be trying to get in.
Yes, sir.
Keep this place locked down.
Yes, sir.
Guard this place as you would the Bank of England itself.
Absolutely, sir.
Must have been a tough fight getting those plates.
Not at all. We just walked right in on the chaos.
Nobody stopped you?
They didn't even give us a second look.
Now to sneak these back into the bank.
Stone cold dead. This is an outrage!
Bankers? That should be roiling shame, mate! You
I see what you're up to! Don't make me come over there! No. Someone help me! Don't leave me here!
See, what did I tell you? Anyone could break in here.
Intruder! Raise the alarm! Stay back!
I want all my money converted to gold.
Try to remain calm.
Surrender! What's your
You're gonna get it now.
There. As if they were never taken.
Intruder!
Well, the London papers are running the story of how it was all a hoax. No more riots. Faith in the bank restored. Finally, I might get a quiet night on patrol. Miss Frye, I can't thank you enough.
Glad we've averted catastrophe, Sergeant. Although it's Jacob who should be thanking me.
Darling, look!
All right, B. Who are you and what's your game?
idea, but it would mean...
From our own lines, you see. Now, a lesser commander could have thrown his hands up and
Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli.
gallantly thrown his
Now,
own
Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
and an exception.
The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
So the Russians thought they had us clustered.
Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli. Now, Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
If we yield up our rights bit by bit to the courts, we can scarcely call ourselves free, sir.
This is so like you, Gladstone.
Won't be laughing when you do the angry...
You would rather than surrender one iota of power.
So the Russians thought they had us clustered.
These names confuse me. You just need to imagine.
Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli. Now, Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
If we yield up our rights bit by bit to the courts, we can scarcely call ourselves free, sir.
What do you want? So like you,
Where do you think you're going?
You would rather from the crazy club.
So the Russians thought they had us fascinating.
The place names confuse me. You just need to imagine a map in your mind. Don't you have any geography?
Well, if it isn't my dear old chum, Mr. Disraeli. Now, Prime Minister, which of your friends is about to stab you in the back?
What do you think you're doing?
Hey, who do you think you are? Barging locals out of the way, there ought to be a law against bad manners. I'll put it down to the government, all for the toffs and nothing for the gun and his work in London are born and bred.
Hamlet the Musical. The Corrupt Practices Bill is a vital step in reforming our government. If the majority party is allowed to dictate the results of contested elections, we can scarcely call ourselves free.
If we yield up our rights bit by bit to the courts, we can scarcely call ourselves free, sir.
This is so like you, Gladstone. You would rather throw your body upon the gears of progress than surrender one iota of power.
A bit of fun, is he? By God, Disraeli, you are a fool. I'll not stand idly by and watch you drag parliamentary privilege through the muck.
No, certainly not. You'd rather return us to the yoke of tyranny? Perhaps while we're at it, Mr. Gladstone, we could repeal Magna Carta and return the crown to the bloody Stuarts!
How dare you, sir? Merely because I do not wish to see government placed in the hands of judges, you would make these slanderous accusations? I'll not stand for it!
Then I shall obviate the requirement. Good evening, sir.
Not good.
B, I presume. Pleasure to meet you. B.
B! My name's Herbert!
And why are you following the Prime Minister?
It's just a job, sir! Some old bloke paid me to...
Smug bastard.
Bloody hell! Where'd you come from?
Well, I was born in Crawley, but that's by the by. Who are you working for?
I never got his name. Old chap, big moustache, wore some kind of uniform. Who's ours, maybe?
What's his game?
Please, you'll kill me.
And a 3-story drop will shatter your legs and send you to the workhouse. Difference is you can run from him.
Tomorrow! My lads are going to attack the Prime Minister's carriage on the way to Parliament.
Perfect.
Look, I've never hurt anyone, and I promise I'm not going to, so help me God, I won't. Just stay down. Stay down, stay quiet, and hopefully this will all die down.
Look no further. Come again now.
Someone help me!
I don't like the sound of that.
Someone help me!
Oh, cut it!
Easy does it. So much for the house call. I'll have to find a way into that carriage.
What's the meaning of this? Who the devil are you?
Prime Minister, I'm your new bodyguard, Jacob Frye.
I wasn't informed of any new bodyguard. Who's your commanding officer?
Let the boy speak, Dizzy.
Madam, apologies. But we've learned of a threat on your life. And the Met thought it best to move quickly.
Threat? What sort of threat?
That sort. If you excuse me a moment.
Where'd they come from?
See here! What's all this?
Not so fast, Your Excellency.
Hey! Get back here with that Prime Minister! Whoa now!
Gladstone. I bet my life on it. This is perfectly in keeping with his distinct lack of character. Show yourself, Gladstone! Show yourself! This muck snipe!
Well, he's hardly going to be in the van with a cudgel, is he?
Gladstone! That bloody man! He will pay for this!
Thank you. What do you intend to do about Gladstone, young man?
I assure you, madam, Gladstone is innocent in this.
But he tried to kill my husband.
Well, we'll look into Gladstone. Perhaps you can help me with another inquiry, madam. A gentleman with ties to Parliament, older, wears cavalry uniforms and has a large mustache.
You seem like a rough and ready sort of fellow, Mr. Frye.
Well, yes I am, actually.
And are you familiar with the poorer districts of our city?
Roughly.
Wonderful. As it happens, I've been eager to tour the Devil's Acre. If you were to escort me, I'd be happy to assist you in your inquiry.
That strikes me as a dangerous idea.
Then it's settled. Come back here to Downing Street tomorrow night, 8 o'clock sharp. Good day, Mr. Frye.
But I...
Good day, Mr. Frye!
Madam?
Mr. Frye?
Ready to take the air? Devil's Acre should just be coming alive.
I'm afraid I must cancel our engagement. The lawn is crawling with scandal-hunting journalists, and I simply cannot be seen in the company of someone so...
I'll see them off. You follow along when it's clear.
Yes, yes. Be gentle, won't you? The press are notoriously touchy about any violence to their person.
Ha 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 ha. I'll barely ruffle a hair on their heads.
Shh, Desmond.
That's yours, if you can get those chaps over there to follow me.
Help! Right, you
There's
are,
been
sir.
an accident! This is awful. The poor devil
Blimey!
needs help!
Look! It's Squire Bancroft!
Best lead them astray before they tear me to shreds.
There's been a murder!
done, young man. Dizzy ought to keep you on to deal with the liberals. Now, a drive.
Atta girl.
In the car, it's the Prime Minister's wife.
Slow down now.
I really must not be seen here, Mr. Frye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Walk on, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steady on. Slow down. Keep moving.
What a rough place. Give me your arm, Mr. Frye. Let us see what the Devil's Acre has to offer.
Is your dog quite all right?
Oh, Desmond's fine. He's just not over fond of strangers. Or cats.
Yep. Awesome.
Heads up! We have an intrusion!
Plenty of trouble. This is the second body I've found this week. What do I do about this?
Do you know this gentleman is a... Oh, what was it? Yes, a costermonger. Of all things. Remarkable how the working classes occupy themselves, isn't it?
Very industrious, I'm sure. Shall we go?